Hello everyone and welcome to a video. Now, first of all, before I get into it, it's 2025 everyone, and I think now it's probably 2025 for the entire world right now. So, yeah, it's 2025 and we're gonna start off the year with a tutorial. As you've seen the title, or may have, that I'm going to be showing you how to build a racetrack in Minecraft. So, first you want to go to create new world. Name your world to whatever you like. Go into creative because that'll really help you. Peaceful, so you don't get really any mobs getting in your way or anything. Go to flat world. If you are a beginner at this and want a flat world, and then you could, after doing this, you could go try it on where there's a lot of elevation and stuff. So you don't really need to worry about all of this. I like to turn these off though, so like no one comes into the world and griefs it, even though I'm turning multiplayer off. Alright, so I think it's best to turn cheats on here. Daylight cycle. Go to always day if you're not really that kind of guy that likes the day to change and all that. But yeah, so don't need to worry about keep inventory. It's best to turn off mob spawning so they don't get in your way, and plus when you put the grass around the racetrack, they don't spawn inside your racetrack, so that's important. Don't have to worry about all these. If you don't like the rain getting in your visibility and all that, you can turn that off, doesn't matter. And turn on education if you want to, but I will. Command block. Oh god, I'm a New Zealander, not a American. Commands blocks. Will you need to keep them on? I mean, if you want to, go ahead. Resource packs, do whatever you like with them. Now, create. So, this is coming from someone that's built many racetracks in this game. So keep that in mind as we go through. Now, we're going to start off with the racetrack. With the pit wall. So what we're not going to do, we're not going to skip to the layout right now, because to get the front straight, well, the main straight, you would want to be able to fit the pit lane in, right? So what we're going to do, get out some block of your choice, something that will look pretty nice on the outside, like bricks. You could put them in, but right now I will be going for the deep slate bricks. So what you are wanting to do, so we're gonna place one block, skip over by 4, that's 5, Lucas, by 4, and then place another block. Actually, place a 2 there. So one block, gap of 4, and then 2. And now we are going to skip over by 4, place another one, and then skip over by 4 and place 2. So we're going to keep that going for how long we ever like. So skip by 4, place a 1, skip by 4, place a 2, and repeat that for how many teams you want. So one team, so here's a 2, that's going to be a wall between teams, right? So here will be the safety car garage here. And now we're going to have two because we're going to put a wall here and another wall here for design. You don't have to. It could just be one slout, but if you want design, I recommend you do a 2 for the walls between teams and stuff. So this is the middle of one team. This is a driver's garage and another driver's garage right here. So we're going to continue that, what we're going to do, and go for however you like. So basically 2, 1, 2, that's one team right there. So this is one team, and how much you put those depends on how many teams you do. I'm going to do 10 teams. So basically I'm going to do a Formula 1 thing because I'm a Formula 1 guy. Alright, so I'm going to continue that. So gap of 4, 1, gap of 4, 2, gap of 4, 1, gap of 4, 2. Alright, that's 3 teams. So 1, 2, 3. Now I'm just going to continue that. Gap of 4, 1, gap of 4, 2, gap of 4, 1, gap of 4, 2. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. Just got to do another 5. Gap of 4, 1, gap of 4, 2, gap of 4, 1, and gap of 4, 2, gap of 4, 1, and gap of 4, 2. So how's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 2 more. 2 more 1s to place. And 2 more 2s. So gap of 4, 1, gap of 4, 2, gap of 4, 1, and then a gap of 4, 2. So that's going to be the size of my pit lane right there. So go back to where you started. So on this side where you have this alone 1, what you're going to do is do another 1 like that. So it's going to be 2 here because this is a safety car garage. It's not a team. So what I think we're going to do here, so that would be 3, 5. So what you're going to do, we're going to go over by 7 that way. 7 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now let's just see if that's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is right. So there should be 9 blocks in total here off of from gap of from this 2 and then gap of 4 and all that. So that's where we started, and then there's my 10 teams there. Now we're gonna go over this way by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go over this way by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're not going to connect that up because again we're doing walls. So what we're going to do, we are going to do the exact same thing on this side. So you just mirror. You just mirror it. So gap of 4 and then a 2 and make sure it's lining up with that. So there. So like that. So it should be lining up, and it should be. I'm not really sure how you'll mess this bit up, but you just got to line it up with everything and make sure there's a gap of 7 between all of them. And now at the end where you have this last 2 blocks, you just connect them together, the second one of the 2. So just like that. Looks like those square brackets. I forgot what they're called, but yeah. So that's that. And there's a little box here. So what we're gonna do, so you have a choice between blocks here. For this part of the track, you have very few choices on what road you want to do for this. So clay can be one choice. So clay is one choice. Stone is another. Gravel is another. Andesite is also a choice. Not the polished one because it's because you'll just get squares along your racetrack. So clay, stone, gravel, or andesite. These are your options. Well, your best options for the flooring of this part. So for me, I'm gonna go stone because I've been using that throughout my time of building racetracks. So we're going to use it. So we're just going to fill in this entire bit and even these gaps. I'm not going to do it because I'll waste too much time. But just fill everything in. So fill in these gaps as well with the stone block. And also fill in everything along here. So basically that's all you need to do. Now, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and build a logo for each team that you have created. So I'm just going for Formula One because I've got my knowledge on that. So I will go for that. So you just gotta do that. So it should be a 7 across. And I forgot how high this goes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 7 across and 5 high. So that's what it should be. So I'll give you a representation of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the border of what it should be. Right there. Now, within your border, you want to do a logo. I'm going to do Red Bull for an example, even though I'm a McLaren fan. Doesn't matter. I'll do Red Bull as an example. So, we're going to go over to one of your teams, and on this 2, so you see you've got this 1, gap of 4, and then you've got a 2. So, that gap of 4, on that first one of the 2, you're going to do your wall. So you've probably filled in all of that, so it's going to be a block higher than this, so don't worry about that. So you're going to do your border, so 7 across and 5 high. So 3, 4, 5. And this is what it should look like. 5 high, 7 across. And now I'm gonna do the Red Bull logo here. So it's not the best. You can try your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. So like that. That's the Red Bull logo. And you want to do that for all the walls. So you want to do a logo for each team. So then on the one that we've come off to do that, we're going to go the opposite way, and on the first block of the 2, you're going to do the exact same thing, but mirrored. So 7 across, 5 high. Do that border, and instead of just doing it the exact same way and facing on, do it like this. So you want it to be mirrored like that. So we're gonna do the exact same thing here. Just like that. So it's pointing out of the garage. Now for the letters, doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be, like one letter doesn't have to be right on each side. It doesn't have to be. Like for example, for Sauber, it's Kick-Sauber, so I'll do a black border here. So this is just a example, don't have to do this. So a K is normally like this. But in this case, you face it out. You face it outwards instead. So just like that. And for this side, it'll just be a normal K. So this is an example. And now, just do the same thing. And now it's a normal K facing out of the garage. So that's the example there, so you've probably filled in all of that. Let me just break this because this will get in the way later. Now, you want to, so from these ones, you don't have to go throughout, but on this one here, you want to go up until you reach this top bit. So basically make a shape like that. Like that. So you want to continue that. So these markings are like you just build up. So from this line that we've done, so from this four, and these two markings, you want to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just go across the entire way until you reach the end. So that's what I'm going to do. Just like that. And now you just got to build up all of these markings towards up here. That's what you need to do. So just continue that throughout the entire way and do the exact same thing on this side. So yeah, so reminder, your block of choice for this should be covered in this entire area, even these gaps here. And that's why you've got all that going. So we're going to continue that. So grab out whatever you choose. So you have kind of a choice here for the road markings, like the white lines and stuff. So your best options will be wool, well, white wool, white concrete powder, or you could just do wool carpet on top of the road. You don't have to, but that's also an option. So basically anything white, doesn't matter, just anything white. I recommend not the quartz, because that doesn't look like road markings, does it? You could do the quartz pillar, but when it comes to corners, it's gonna look like that. Not very nice. But for straight lines you could, and then make it different for the corners, whatever you choose. But white carpet, white concrete powder, white wool, and also white concrete is your best options for this. I'm gonna go with white. I'm gonna go with white concrete powder. And what you do, with these ones, you see, leave a gap of 2 on the floor, 1, 2, and then place. Actually, sorry, I'm being dumb here. So, well, get your choice and just turn that one into yellow. So, for example, I've got white concrete powder. Just get yellow concrete powder. I've just changed up this design, so that's why I keep forgetting to do it. Sorry, guys. So on this one, a gap of 2, and then place a yellow block. Gap of 1, place another one, and then you want to extend those to like west and east by 1. So just like that, as you can see. Continue that throughout the entire lane. I'm not going to do everything, but that is what you need to do. And now I hope you haven't gotten rid of your white block, because now that's what we're going to be using. If you have, all good, so you can go get that really quick. So what you're going to do, you're going to leave a gap of 2 and then a white block. And now we're going to leave that there as a marking right there. Now, so here, there's no ones here to make up a team. So this is a safety car garage. And from this 2 that I've just built up there, place a white block there. And then just diagonal to the left. Diagonal downwards left. Until you reach that marker. And then just connect it up. So just like that. And then you continue that throughout the entire way. But when you get to the end here, it's exactly the same thing. So on this last row here, I'm going to place a white block diagonal down to the right until you line it up with that. So that's what it should look like. So don't do it from there, but from there. I've forgotten about the roof, but you don't need to do that right now, actually. So don't worry about that right now. So with that line that you've done, like somewhere along here, leave a gap of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then place a white block. And then just keep going until this diagonal lines up with that, just like that. So now you're going to do that throughout the entire way. Just like that. And then you're going to connect that up, just like on the other side. So it should be like that. Now this line will be the sponsors. So if you watched Motorsport and all that, you'll see that there's actually sponsors in the middle of the pit lane. And that right there will be a DHL sign going throughout the entire way. So for example, it will be going like this. So row 3 there, and then a 1 in the middle, and then just do an H, and then an L. So you're just going to continue that, and then when you're done that, you just do that. Don't do it until later though. Probably should have said that earlier. Sorry if you've done that throughout the entire way. But don't do it right now, because it's kind of tricky to make sure how this line goes about. If you want it as even as possible, then this will be tricky. But if you don't really care about it being even on both sides and all that, go ahead and do it. So, you've done this line here, the sponsor line. So, from here, leave a gap of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a white block. This won't be visible, but it's just for markings. But later on throughout the line it will be visible. So gap of 4, and on the 5th one, place a white block. So how does this go? So I need to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So leave a gap of 7 right there. Gap of 7, and sorry, mind blank. Gap of 7, white block on the 8th, and now you're gonna extend that another gap of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then on the 8th you place a white block. Now this last gap that you did, we're gonna go and extend it a long ways, these two lines, because this is the main straight, and that's just for markings. Don't need to do that, so I'm gonna break that because it won't be into the final thing. And so now just gonna line all that up just like that. So now you've got a very long line, and now what you want to do right here, this is a pit wall. So this is where teams have like their computers and stuff, also in the garage, but there's no room for that since this is for visual and playing purposes. I'll put that in the title, but this is for playing purposes. If you, and also go ahead for just show off to your friends what you've done after this if you want. Now what you're gonna do, from this line that you've done, you're gonna extend all the way until you've reached the end of the pit lane. And I can't go in a straight line here, so this is gonna take a while. So yeah, until the lane. And then recommended 15 blocks more that way when you've reached here. That's just a recommendation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, if you want to have an early turn-in and not have a very long straight, you can do that. Absolutely. So I'm just going to do a little track layout, one that I've done before, so it won't take way too long. So you're just going to extend out quite far from that, probably around about 30 blocks that way from there. Actually keep it going for like until 40. So let's see, so this is a good distance, so I'm going to count this. Ready? So from here, line it up with that, and now I'm going to count over, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. That's only 29. Let's make it 35. So 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So from here, right, it shall line up. This is just a marker, this line. Okay, this will not be permanent. After this, we will break this line. So this is 0, and then 1, and then it goes along 2, and then the end block is 35. So now we can break that line once you've done that whole line of 35 from there. Now I'm just going to do a corner here. So if you want a sharp corner, do a 2 from like that. Like, you get it. Actually, I'll actually show you how to do corners over here, because you can make up corners and straights to make up a track layout of your choice. So here's one. So this is going to be basically a 90-degree. But you're probably thinking 90-degree like that. No, that's not what we're talking about. So you're gonna just do a line, because this will be your straight. This will be your straight here. So you're gonna do a gap of 7. And just line that up, same line on both sides, parallel. Just like that. And now what you want to do on this block, you could do it on both sides, just to practice your both sides. I'll do that too. So if you're facing this way, so your safety car garage is over there, so you want to face that way. Now on the left one, you want to do a 2 just like that. A 1, and then a 2, and then a straight line. Just like that. So that's our 90-degree corner. You can practice the same thing on both sides here. So just like that. So the track will not be going like that. No way. But you can break one of these, because now you've practiced both sides. You're going to keep going until it reaches that 2. That's facing that way. So just like that. And now you want to do a 3. 1, 2, 3. Then just like what we practiced, a 2, a 1, a 2. And then do another 3. 1, 2, 3. And then line it up. And then there's your straight. And it should be a gap of 7 in between. Yes, it is. That is our one of our corners here. So we're not doing this, because that just looks ugly, and we don't want that. So we're going to be doing a curvy angle, just like real life. Curvy angle. So that's one to do. I can just you can pause there. Try that for your own. Try this for yourself. And this here has to be 7 blocks wide, like that. So that's 7 blocks. So that's one corner. Now what we're going to do, the exact same thing, but instead of a 2, 1, 2, we're going to do a 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. If that makes sense. So a line. Now I'll do a 3, a 2, just like that. 1, a 2, and a 3. So basically exactly, and then, oh yeah, and then a line. And basically exactly the outside curve here. For the 2, 1, 2. So it's a 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then a gap of 7 to make your other angle. So we're gonna, I haven't mastered this bit, so if that's a 3, if 3 goes there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to line it up with this 3, right? This 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you should have a gap of 7 here. So that's that. So you can see what I've done there. If you want to make it a bit more curvy, you can also make it look like that. It doesn't look neat and tidy. But if you can do that, you can. But I like to do that because it looks neat and tidy. So basically, you want to do the exact same thing, but instead, a 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it would be, and on the outside curve, it would be a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you want to make the corner as big as you want, just do that. So I'll do a long curve, right? So I'm gonna do a 6. So that's a 6 and then a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. And then just copy the exact same thing. So 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a 6. And then there's your line, gap of 7, and do a line until you can make out a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the outside curve. So if you know if you understand that, that's good. But just take this into an example and then just extend the 3 to 4 and then 5 and then 6 and however long your curve you want your curve to be. So now we're going to do that exact same thing. So work out your layout of the track. Mine is going to be this for the first corner, 90 degree. And then I'm going to have a little straight. We're going to have a gap of 7 to work out how wide this will be. So I've got the width. So just like that. This will be my turn 1. This will be my first turn. So work out your first turn. But before you work out the layout of your track, we're going to work out how far this will go, because there's always a space that you can walk behind the garages in every single racetrack, I believe, in the entire world. So I would recommend something. So we're gonna build a truck, right? So we're gonna do a platform of what your choice was for this floor here, for the pit lane and that. So we're gonna work that out. So ideally leave a gap of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off of that 1, okay? And now what we're gonna do here, do another one. So that'll turn into 6 off of that one. And now do a 2 on each angle like that to make a 5. And like so, 2 like that, and then a 1 there to make this. And then this depends on how big your car is going to be, because cars are delivered to racetracks by trucks for a lot of sports. Formula 1 by boat and plane and that. But for some things, for some sports, they are transported by truck. So we're going to build a truck. So actually before we do this, work out your main color of each team. Recommend make it a separate color. So you could do like blue for that one, orange for that, yellow, red, pink, green, so that would be your main color for your team. So for example, I'm gonna do red for this. So I'm gonna get out the red concrete, and yes, it's just concrete. Now what we are going to need, we're gonna need smooth quartz slab. We're gonna need a light blue stained glass block. A birch door if you want to roleplay, but for looks, recommend no door. And instead, like, put a button in a window. And I'll actually get those materials out if you want to. So light blue stained glass pane. And since it's going to be a white, the front of the truck is going to be white, a polished black stone button will do nicely. And I'll show, oh, actually, yeah, get that anyways, because now, what, we want to get, the wheels. So the wheels, actually, no, instead of that, the rims, so the button on the wheel will probably, like, either be stone, like, probably, go for stone here, because this actually might be really good for the wheel, or go for pale oak, if you, like that, if you like plain white. Now for the tie, you could either do block of coal, black concrete, grey concrete, and same thing for the powder and same thing for the wool. I'm going to go for the concrete here. I'm going to choose grey concrete. So from this 5 that we've done, we're going to leave a gap of 3. Well, like that. So it's going to be 2 down from that. And on that second one that you placed, block there. And now get out your slab and just go over that stone line that you did. And let's just extend that to fit the wheel. So it should look something like that with the stone underneath. So on the outside here, we're going to place your button of choice for the rims. And now, probably leave a gap of 5 with your smooth quartz slab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then at the end of that, you're going to place your wheel with the rim, and then you're going to do the exact same thing. So 5 there, and then your wheel, and then the rim, which is a button of your choice for the rim. You could do it mixed to make it colourful, your choice. So now we're going to do the exact same thing on that side, but make it a block shorter, so it's going to be like that. So now we're going to leave a gap of 1, just like that. And now this actually will be quartz block, so we can actually get rid of, let's say we can get rid of the stone for now, and now get the smooth quartz block if you are not bothered to just do that over and over again. So we're going to replace that with a quartz block. That's fine to be down. Actually, wait, no, I'm just being dumb here, because now we just got to do that. I recommend 5 by 4, like that'll be good. And then here, right there will be the wheel, and then the button of your choice for the rim, and then that's that. So we don't need to worry about the wheels on that for now. So now we can, from this corner, go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And same with the other side, and just make a wall, just like that. Actually, shorten that by 1, so 3 up instead, and then just fill in that wall. And now we are going to do the floor here, so we're just going to continue the slabs. So we're just going to fill in that. And now we're just going to do a border around here. Break out these 2 blocks, and then do a door, the birch door. Actually do pale oak. I forgot that there's now a door, so yeah, I completely forgot about that. So you can do those doors there, and then do blocks of glass to make out this kind of shape, like a diagonal. And now actually heighten that wall by 1. So I'm getting all mixed up with that and stuff. Sorry about that. And then you want to do that. So it's gonna look like that. You could shorten it if you want. If you want the glass to like look up at the sky and stuff. I'm gonna go with this. I'm not the best at designing cars, but it will do. You want to actually break out these slabs for depth, and probably add some here if you want. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm actually going to do a border around here. You don't have to do this, but it will look best if you do. I'm actually going to break out these slabs, because I don't think you would be looking out of that very well. So, like that. That's what it looks like on the inside. You can do a chair inside. I'll go for the polished black stone stairs. Do a chair right there if you want. So now, what we're gonna do here, so we're gonna get out the item frame. Gonna get both glowing and normal. Actually, just get the glowing one. That will do. So now we're gonna get out our orange concrete. No, sorry, the yellow concrete. And our white concrete. And now place item frames like that. So on the far ones, they'll be yellow, and on the inward ones, they will be white. But over here, we're going to get red concrete. Do the exact same thing here, but like this. So the exact same thing on the other side, but the inward ones are red instead of white. So just like that. So that is now the front part of the car done, or truck. As I was going to do earlier, I'm going to show you how to do another door just for style. So you're going to get the smooth quartz block, place one above the wheel, and then place a glass pane there, and then just a button, like here or here. Doesn't matter. So now this part will be the car. The truck. So we're gonna go up on one of the corners by 3. 1, 2, 3. And do the exact same thing on every single corner. I'm actually just gonna quickly shave off these slabs to make it look better. Now we're gonna fill in this area with slabs. And then just do walls for the truck. So this will be your main color for your team that you have put the truck outside of. So, for example, this team's main color will be red, so then the truck here will be red. So just like that. And then just fill that in. You probably should have done the stone earlier. I mean, you can reach. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you should be able to reach under the truck to place the blocks. So that doesn't really matter actually. So that's all good. So yeah, that's one truck. You can copy that in front of every single other one, and come up with a new main color for that, and then that truck's color, you can break out the red and then place it with that other team's color. So you're going to do that throughout the entire way. Now, in front of the truck, you're going to, like from under here, you're going to place a stone block just for a marker, like directly underneath the slab. And now you're going to go that way. You're going to go, so the truck is facing that way, right? You're gonna place 10 blocks that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then place a smooth quartz block. You don't have to, the smooth quartz block. I mean, you can, but it will be best to mark things. So that is your maximum area you can place your track. So this will be the wall. So this wall will be the closest it can ever go to the back of the pit lane, right? So that will be your limit. You can place a park like somewhere inside the track. Like, for example, there might be space to put one here, like some seating benches. Now you can continue with the racetrack. So, for example, you can go ahead, so leave a gap of 1 here for like grass or something, and make like a massive straight or something. And then maybe like, and after the straight, make a set of corners like going that way and then wrapping around, and same thing going that way and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of how to build a racetrack in Minecraft. I'm gonna actually teach you how to do the audience stands as well. So I've got a pretty good design in mind. So what we're gonna do here, grab out some brick, like a brick stair of your choice. I'm gonna do just the normal stone brick, and also get out the block, the stone brick. So like that. So you've got a block of bricks and then a stairs variant. Now you could come up with you can come up with 2 main colors for your racetrack. So like, for example, you can make like a imaginary logo for your racetrack, and think about what those colors might be. And you're going to take those 2 colors. You can pick 2 colors from it. Make sure it looks nice. So I'm going to do blue concrete and red concrete. And also grab out white concrete while you're at it. Now, that will be that bit. So from here, from this long straight that we did, leave a gap. Oh wait, hold up. Let me just get out a block. I don't know why I'm doing it like this, but oh well, deal with it. But yeah, here's our straight. Leave a gap of 1 for like the grass or something. Now you want to leave a gap of 3, another block. Leave a gap of 4, and leave another block as a marker. So what this is here. So we're going to heighten these walls by 1, right? So once you've done the track layout, you can go around the track with walls and then heighten them by 1. You can also do gravel traps, massive grass areas. So like this whole world is a grass platform. You can do a mini one somewhere in here. For a runoff area or something, you can just do a runoff area with some wool with like your road block. We're not going to get into the block of choice just now, but we're going to do a wall here just for show. So we're going to just extend it for how long ever you want this runoff area to be. And then we're just going to do diagonal, we're just going to do stairs here, because this will have to be iron bars at the end. So we're just going to keep doing that until you think this is a big enough area. You can shorten it if you think it's too big. And now you're going to leave a gap of 3. That's a gap of 4, Lucas, so 3. And then also a gap of 3 over here. And from this middle, from any of this one, you can leave a gap of 2 diagonals and then 1 block. And then that will be like that. So how I've placed those blocks right there. So right there it will be like that. So yeah, that will be that. So that'll be your runoff area. Be just a road block of your choice for the road. Sand, gravel, or grass, just grass. Could be that. Audience stands. I actually don't have time to do the audience stands actually, so I'm kind of sorry about that. But you can actually just make an audience stand of your choice. So yeah. You can do the exit of the pit lane just entering the track, just like this, right here. And then leave a gap of 3 diagonals. And then place 1 diagonal. Or just 1 block, I mean. And make it look like that. So now you're gonna just enter the road like that. Recommend you place a 2 at the end there, just for show. Actually, you don't have to, so it can be like that. Now you just want to place 1s to make a dotted line, just like that. And now from here you want to go diagonals until you're in the middle of the road. So there's 3 on that side, 3 on that side, and you just do a line until like for like the safety. So you see lines in real life can go like that. Now entering the corner, you can leave a space on the line, or you can just do a dotted line right here. You could leave space so the car can actually get an apex for the corner, or you can just leave that blank and it would be the exact same effect. So that's basically the exact same thing for the pit entrance, but not with this line, because that's not necessary. Unless it's a very complex pit lane. So pit lane entry, it's just the exact same thing. You can make a corner throughout there. Oh, I kind of forgot to do the pit wall. Yeah, so I'm gonna say this is just part 1. I'll put that in the title because I didn't realize I'd do 2 parts to this. But yeah, so that is part 1. I'll have a shorter video, which will be part 2. So next video coming out will be short and quick and easy, and that will just be part 2. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully your track is coming along nicely. See you in the next one. Goodbye.